Hey guys, it's August 7th, 10:17 p.m. and I just got done running 4.5 miles. I'm currently on week 7 of my half marathon training program. I am, what's it called when you write down, logging, I guess, everything that I do each day. If I've done what it tells me to do, or if I've done less or done more, all that good stuff. Last time I did my video was when? I don't remember the last time I did my video, but on Friday I ran 6 miles again for the second time. Was it the second time in my life? Yeah, second time in my life, 6 miles. It was pretty okay. Like, I'm running on like the road or like in the neighborhoods and stuff around my house, and I get really discouraged because I think that if I run to a certain point, it's going to be way farther than it actually is. So I'm still trying to figure out where I can run so that my mind doesn't play tricks on me, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. So my mind is just going to keep playing tricks on me, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. Saturday, I rested. Sunday, I rested. I can't really remember because I forgot to write it down. Yesterday, I did that pregnancy workout, which is like 40 minutes of cross training. And then today, I did 4.5 miles, which is right what I was supposed to do. Tomorrow is 3-mile run or cross training. I'll see what I'm going to do. Not so sure just yet. What was I going to say? My next investment, once I sell some stuff hopefully on Craigslist and get some money for my running fund, I'm going to get a hydration pack. It's like one of those backpacks that has the water and the spout thing, because I was talking to my wonderful cousin Jackie, who is training, or who has run a full marathon before and is training for another one. She's actually going to run the half marathon with me on October 7th if all things go well, which that would be October 7th, October 6th, whatever, whenever that is. That'd be totally awesome. But she told me that you should never run more than 7 miles and not stay hydrated while you're running. And I have 7 miles to do this weekend. Yeah, this coming weekend. Sorry, I got confused. So I need some way of keeping myself hydrated. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting one of those. Maybe find a cheap one. And then also, I really need to go to Sports Bra, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so those are my 2 new investments, hopefully in the near future. Yeah, that's about all I have to say with the running, as far as the running goes. Transition to talking about what God has been teaching me. Last night in Bible study, we talked about salvation. We're going over the basic doctrines that we as Christians have and believe, because a lot of us don't really know, why we believe what we believe, and it's important. But I came across Hebrews chapter 10 when I was studying on speaking about salvation, and it's pretty legitimate. Like, salvation is like serious business. I think a lot of times we picture God, or we think of God as this fickle being that is easily persuaded and is gullible. Like, if we were to say, oh God, I did all this wrong, but this is the good that I did, and please, just don't look at that. That didn't happen. We think that because he's a loving God, that he is just going to, I don't know, go easy on us or whatever, because we're humans and we're fallen and all that kind of stuff. But just listen to this. Hebrews chapter 10, verses 25 through 39. A lot of verses, but stay there with me. 26 through 39. If we deliberately keep on sinning after we have received the knowledge of the truth, no sacrifice for sins is left, but only a fearful expectation of judgment and of raging fire that will consume the enemies of God. Anyone who rejected the law of Moses died without mercy on the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses. How much more severely do you think a man deserves to be punished who has trampled the Son of God underfoot, who has treated as an unholy thing the blood of the covenant that sanctified him, and who has insulted the Spirit of grace? For we know him who said, "It is mine to avenge, I will repay," and again the Lord will judge his people. It is a dreadful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Remember those earlier days after you had received the light, when you stood your ground in a great contest in the face of suffering. Sometimes you were publicly exposed to insult and persecution. At other times you stood side by side with those who were so treated. You sympathized with those in prison and joyfully accepted the confiscation of your property, because you knew that you yourselves had better and lasting possessions. So do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what he has promised. For in just a very little while, he who is coming will come and will not delay. But my righteous one will live by faith, and if he shrinks back, I will not be pleased with him. But we are not of those who shrink back and are destroyed, but of those who believe and are saved. And so when I read that, it was just like, ooh, hit me. Like, the salvation stuff, it's not like a one time, like, say a prayer, okay, I'm good, I'm covered, you know. That's like a daily thing. Like, are you living out your faith? Like, faith without works is dead. And so if you don't have works in your life, if you don't have the Spirit of God convicting you when your life isn't lining up with the Word of God, then I don't know, it's very dreadful, as it says, to fall into the hands of the living God. Like, he's God. Let's start living like it, and let's start believing it, and let's start making this salvation what it truly is. And it's serious business. Like, it's sanctification of our souls as we go about life and wait for his glorious return, which is what we're living for. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. Don't know if that spoke to anybody, but it spoke to me, because sometimes we just think flippantly about salvation, but serious stuff. I'm going to go eat my peanut butter and banana sandwich, so I'll talk to you later.